What is up, everybody? You're checking out the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast, what the world is listening to. I'm your host, the Hot Commodity C, and I am here to be covering WWE NXT from October 10th, 2023. It was a huge show filled with WWE superstars and a lot of surprises, and we kick off the night with one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, coming out. Cody says, "Yeet, NXT, what do we want to talk about? I never thought I'd be standing in this particular ring. Now that I am, it feels right. I have an announcement, actually announcements. We've been enjoying the women's breakout tournament. The men will have one as well. And I kept hearing about a tag team tournament. The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic is coming back." And then Cody says, "I have the privilege. Shawn Michaels has made it official that I am the special guest GM of NXT tonight." That's when NXT Champion Ilija Draganuv comes out. Ilija says, "Cody, my apologies for interrupting you, but I wanted to welcome you to NXT. I wanted to meet you. You bring this passion, energy, will to suffer for WWE. You fight with a fire, and I want to do the same like you. I promise to push this brand with the fire only the Matt Dragon can blow." And that's when NXT North American Champion Dominik Mysterio and World WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley come out. Dominik says, "You are here to see the greatest superstar to offer NXT. That's me. Ilija, you may be the NXT champion, but you don't compare to me." Ask Cody Rhodes about his energy every time Judgment Day left him laying on the mat. Ilija says, "I'm not surprised you came out to talk when no one wants to hear your voice." Dominik says, "Did I hear little Ilija? If you want to be like Cody Rhodes, put that title on the line against me and prove you're half of the man you are." Rhea says, "Dom's been carrying the WWE on his back for a year." And then Ilija interrupts and says, "I couldn't imagine anything better than eating a man like you through the ring. And darling Rhea, I'm going to smash your boy." Cody says, "This match needs a guest referee, and that referee is going to be LA Knight." So Cody Rhodes makes it official. NXT champion Ilija Dragunov defending the title against NXT North American champion Dominik Mysterio later on tonight. We see John Cena arriving backstage. And then we're seeing our first match of the night, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, taking out former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Shotzi comes out to do commentary, and she and Scarlett will be hosting the first night of NXT Halloween Havoc. I'm excited about that. That's going to be starting shortly in a couple of weeks. So Asuka and Roxanne have their match. The end comes after Asuka nails a spin kick and a huge roundhouse kick, and Asuka pins Roxanne Perez. After the match, Asuka bows to Roxanne in respect. This was a good match. The women gave it their all, and Roxanne proved that she could hang with Asuka. So that was really good, but we all knew Asuka was going to win this one. But great to see the Empress back in the NXT ring. She was undefeated her whole time in NXT, so good to see her. After the match, though, after Asuka bows to Roxanne, Kiana James tries to attack Roxanne, but Shotzi nails her with her finisher, and Shotzi is making sure that Roxanne Perez is not attacked by Kiana James. Good stuff here. We see Paul Heyman arrive earlier to the arena. We get our next match, the special pub rules match with Gallus taking on the team of Butch, Ridge Holland, and Tyler Bate. This was a fun, chaotic match. A lot of action here. We saw people going through pipes. We saw Cool Joe Coffee apply to standing crab, which is cool. Holland hits Joe Coffee with a pull stick. And the end comes when the Brutes powerbomb Joe Coffee through a table, and the Brutes defeat Gallus in this pub match. Better than I expected. It was good to see these men go at it, and they proved that Europe has a standing there in NXT. Next, Lyra Valkyria is interviewed. Tegan Nox tells her that her title match needs to wait, and Lyra says it doesn't. So next week, it will be Lyra Valkyria versus Tegan Nox. The winner takes on Becky Lynch at Halloween Havoc. Next, John Cena comes out. John says, "They say NXT is the future, but they can't see that tonight we are making history. It is my honor to share space with you tonight. Yes, we are SmackDown, we are Raw, and yes, we are all NXT. When Carmelo Hayes called me, I didn't say yes fast. Bron Breakker comes out, interrupting Cena. Bron says, "How you doing, John? Thanks for coming. Let me give you a fact. These people didn't come here to see you. They came to see me. You got people fooled thinking Carmelo Hayes has a chance of beating me." Cena says, "The business is in your blood. You're athletically gifted. Your glaring weakness is your attitude. You lack respect. I respectfully wish you good luck." Cena offers his hand, but Bron Breakker punches him. Cena goes for an FU, but Bron escapes. This is a good little promo here because it made us more interested in the main event. At least it made me more interested. John Cena has his eyes on Breakker. Breakker has his eyes on Cena. My eyes are on the main event. We see Baron Corbin being interviewed. Corbin's backstage. He says Ilija knows he will beat Dominik. That man's phony intensity doesn't fool me. He's ducking me. I'm the only man that's put him down. And then LA Knight's music cuts off Baron Corbin while he's talking. And we have our next match, the NXT Champion Ilija Draganuv defending against North American Champion Dominik Mysterio with Rhea Ripley. LA Knight is a special guest referee for this one. This is a decent match between the two. Dominik keeps on getting better and better as the weeks progress. The end comes when Finn Balor runs out. JD McDonough runs out as well. But LA Knight hits a BFT to JD. Trick Williams catches Rhea Ripley off the apron. And that allows Ilija to hit the H-bomb to Dominik and get the win after a very chaotic match. After the match, Baron Corbin walks out, but Dijak attacks Ilija Dragunov from behind. And Dijak says, "I beat you to it. He's mine." So chaos throughout this whole match. Great to see Judgment Day get involved. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, they're all former NXT wrestlers. The whole group of Judgment Day actually are all former NXT wrestlers. So it's good to see them come back, make their presence felt on NXT. Obviously, Ilija was going to get the win here. And seeing Dijak and Baron Corbin going after Ilija, I wonder who's going to get a title shot. Next, we have the quarterfinals in the women's breakout tournament. Lola Vice defeats Danny Palmer. This decent match, not a lot to talk about here. Nothing really great. We see Nathan Frazier confront Dominik backstage. Tiffany Stratton then tells Asuka backstage, one champion to another, let me know if you need anything. And Asuka sort of gives her a look. Tiffany Stratton definitely is on the road to the main roster. I'm excited for that. We've started our main event of NXT. We have Carmelo Hayes and John Cena taking on Bron Breakker with Paul Heyman. This is a great match with a lot of action. This match is a rematch from NXT Stand and Deliver. The end came when Bron Breakker grabs Bron Breakker grabs Carmelo Hayes, but John Cena grabs, or I'm sorry, I'm confusing you all. I'm confusing myself. Bron Breakker gets he gets a brass knuckle, but John Cena grabs them. Solo runs out, but John Cena attacks Solo, and that allows Carmelo Hayes to nail nothing but net to get the win. So John Cena's stopping the Bloodline plans again here tonight. After Bron Breakker attacks Carmelo Hayes, Bron says, "Win or lose, there's only one badass in all WWE." When he says that, that's when the American badass, The Undertaker, comes out on his bike. Undertaker gets in Bron's face. Bron says, "You listen to me, old timer. There's only one badass around here." Undertaker says, "I've been watching you for a long time. One day you will be a special talent, but it ain't today." Undertaker punches him and then chokeslams Bron to the mat. Undertaker says, "Young fella, I'm going to give you advice. There's always a bigger badass waiting around the corner, and you just met the biggest one." So it was great to see The Undertaker come out. Bron Breakker took a huge chokeslam. Undertaker lifted him off the ground over his head. Taker is definitely the biggest badass in WWE, so I definitely agree with him there. This is a great, fun episode of NXT. I wish all the episodes were like this. A lot of action, a lot of fun stuff. Halloween Havoc is coming in a couple of weeks, but I definitely was excited for this episode of NXT. It definitely delivered, and it beat AEW Dynamite, so interesting stuff there. We'll be covering our next NXT recap soon. We'll be dropping Friday Night SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision, and Raw coming up. We also have our Attitude Years episode dropping, so be on the lookout for that. With that, I want to make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell on YouTube, the Uncensored Wrestling Podcast. Also, listen to us and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.